Hi guys, it's Master Will from Training Ground Jiu-Jitsu and MMA with my student Dave Brown here, and we're going to show you some techniques from the side control. Now I'm going to start on the bottom because I want you to understand what the guy that's escaping the side control is going to be going for. So when I start out on the bottom, I'm going to have my legs preventing the mount, elbows inside. I'm going to bring my feet away, hips up, move away, and watch what I do with my bottom leg. The bottom leg is going to come in, and then I can bring my top leg, and I can loop it around and push, a lot of different options from there. But the main thing is this bottom leg. So what happens is, if when I do this, Dave puts his hand by my hip right here to block my bottom knee from coming inside, what's going to happen a lot of times is I'm going to take this top hand here, I'm going to Superman it through and flatten out and go to the single leg here and try to finish the single leg. So what's going to happen is Dave is going to spin around the back if he wants to counter that, and this is what it looks like. So I'm going to be here in the side control, he tries to escape, fist by the floor, alright? One more time. He tries to escape, fist by the floor, left leg up. Now when I put the left leg up, I'm getting ready to spin around the back because of this fist by his hip, he's going to start to go for the single leg. Go ahead. If I don't counter that, he's going to take me down, right? And then I lose my position. So when he goes for it, go ahead. Fist by the floor, left leg up. And you see I'm going to be holding him tight to myself. I don't want to let him go below my chest, so I'm going to be chest low, just like this. Now, when he goes for my leg, I'm going to put my elbow where my fist is. As I'm taking a big back step with my right leg. It looks like this. Again. So he goes for the single, like this. When I go for that back step, I want to keep as much weight on him as I can. My weight's gonna go up for a second, but I want it to come back down as quick as possible. Like this. And I pivot on this left leg. Now, turn this way. Okay, so watch again. So I'm gonna come here, fist by the hip. As I go around, what I'm looking to do right now is capitalize on the fact that he's in this in-between zone. He's not fully away, and he's not fully back down yet, and I'm going to attack this bottom arm right here. So before I get to my knees, before I secure the position, and over here, I'm going to go to his wrist, and I'm going to lock up a key lock. I'm going to bring my knees up, knee by the head, knee by the hip. My elbows are going to pull in really tight. I'm going to flex my wrists, both of them. I'm going to start raising his elbow to the ceiling as I put his hand down for the tap out. Now, when he's in this intermediate stage, he's either going to go away from you, or he's going to come back, or he could just stay right here. So we're going to go over what you're going to do in each of the situations. This is the first thing. This is for if you spin around, and once he's here, he tries to turn back into you. You have the key lock right here. Let's do it again. So he scoots away, fist by the floor, by his hip. I'm going to spin, immediately grab the key lock as he tries to turn back into me. One time. And finish there. Now, if he decides to turn away from me, that's when I'm going to take his back. All right? So, when he starts to scoot, fist by the floor, on his hip, I spin, he turns away. I'm going to lock up my seatbelt. Now the seatbelt, it's just like it is in a car. And my right hand here is going to be the choking arm, and I always want to hide the choking arm, meaning take my left hand, put it on my right wrist, right here. So once I get my seatbelt, I'm going to hop into position. Just like this. Alright? Spin around. So he scoots away, fist by the hip, left leg up, I spin, he turns away, and watch where my positioning is. Right? Shin against the back, left leg up. Now I'm going to take my left leg, I'm going to loop it over, and I'm going to pull him to his left and get my hook. Now, it's important to remember, this is the moment when you're likely to make the most mistakes, all right? Because this is the moment where beginners, when they start to pull him to the left, they lose the tightness. Watch. And they pull him down, and he winds up turning on top of them like this, and I lose the position. So you want to imagine that there's like super glue on his back, and that when you attach your chest right there, it can't move at all. So when I pull him to the left, I'm almost ear to ear, and I don't let that move. Then I get my hook in, and I'm going to finish from there. Just turn like this. So now, once I have his back right here, I'm going to take my left hand, I'm going to take his left hand out of play. All right? My right hand, his chin will be down. I'm going to make it as small as possible, and I'm going to start digging under, until I get underneath the chin. Then I'm going to start doing wrist push-ups. 1, 2, 3, until my right hand can grab the scapula right behind the back, right here. There's a little bone, and you can anchor yourself on there. Now I'm going to take my left hand out, and I'm going to put my right hand on my left bicep, and my left hand to my right shoulder, just like this. Slide it. Don't do this. Don't grab the top of the head, and don't grab it and go like this, because they can grab your hands and keep you down, right? Just like this. So when I'm ready to do it, I slide my hands by each other, lock them up. I'm going to close my chin, squeeze my elbows together, and finish the submission. Again. All right, so I'm here, scoots away, hand by the hip, left leg up, spin around. I get my seatbelt right here, right? Now I'm going to bring my left leg over. I'm going to keep them tight to me to get my hooks. Now, once I'm here, left hand's going to grab his wrist, right hand really thin, like a can opener right underneath the chin. Wrist push up, wrist push up, wrist push up, so I can grab his scapula. Right hand to the left bicep, hands slide past each other to the shoulder, close my chin, squeeze. Now, third option is this. Screw this a little bit. All right, so look. Now, let's say that I do the spin again. Here, now, when I spin, he doesn't turn away and he doesn't turn back. He's just kind of hanging out in this middle zone. I'm going to take both of my hands, I'm going to grab his bottom arm, okay? So I'm going to grab the bottom arm, I'm going to keep my chest pressure heavy, right? So that if he tries to turn away from me, he can't, and if he tries to turn in, he can't do that either. Now, with both of his arms locked, I'm going to slide my right shin close to his back, just like we did when we were taking his back. And my left leg is going to go all the way over, and I'm going to go for the mount. Right here to the mount. Now, I can immediately go for this top arm to finish an arm lock, or I can just go and secure the position and go and take the arm lock over here. All right. So, let's start this way. All right, so, go ahead. All right. Goes and scoot away, hand by the hip, left leg up, spin around. I notice he's not really giving me much. He's kind of staying on the side. Maybe I'm heavy, so I'm not letting him roll too much. I'm going to go under both arms. Lock, elbows tight. Right shin by his back, left leg, big step over. Pull it into his hip. Once we're here, we can drive our knee down and get the mount position. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the techniques. Check us out at Facebook/BJJ and NJ.com or at free30daymma.com and let us know what kind of techniques you want to see.